Level 2, 012PT Confidential. Item number SCP-012-PT. Object Class Keter. Threat Level Orange. Special Containment Procedures. SCP-012-PT has been missing since 8/13/2011 after a containment breach caused by its anomalous properties. SCP-012-PT escaped without leaving any trace. Description: SCP-012-PT is a 1.85-meter tall statue of the Greek philosopher Socrates, built by an unknown individual. SCP-012-PT was found in the north of the city of Curitiba, Paraná in 2008. SCP-012-PT proves to be sapient. It is not known by which means SCP-012-PT was able to obtain intelligence. When trying to communicate, SCP-012-PT was fluent in several languages such as Greek, English, Portuguese, Italian, French, and German. When asked about the origin of his intelligence, creator, or fluency in languages, SCP-012-PT always gave as an answer the sentence, "I know that I know nothing." Initially, SCP-012-PT does not demonstrate any anomalous property, remaining stationary most of the time. SCP-012-PT manifests its anomalous properties when it makes contact and begins to communicate with any person who enters within a radius of 3.5 meters of the anomaly, or when any individual initiates a dialogue with it. If the individual responds back to SCP-012-PT, he will be subject to the effects of this and will enter a trance-like state in which he will not be able to finish the conversation with SCP-012-PT. SCP-012-PT will use a kind of maieutic to induce the individual who is in dialogue to perform a certain action. From that moment on, the individual will be designated SCP-012-PT-2 and will perform the act ordered by SCP-012-PT. All the occasions on which these incidents occurred were referred to as Incidents 012 from 1 to 3. Incident 012-PT-01-95-2009. Dr. After the deliberate action of initiating a dialogue on his own with SCP-012-PT to obtain information about him, was induced to kill everyone on the site and then to commit suicide. Such an incident resulted in the death of personnel, including Dr. who committed suicide by banging his head against the wall with great intensity. Incident 012-PT-02, 7/11/2010. During a cleaning that was being carried out in his old cell by D, he started a dialogue with SCP-012-PT. D was induced to break the containment of SCP-PT. Such incident resulted in the execution of D by the personnel in charge of the containment of SCP-PT. Incident 012-PT-03, 13/8/2011. To date, Incident 012-PT-03 has not been fully understood. It is only known that the Class D entered in a radius of 3.5 meters of SCP-012-PT and started a dialogue with him. D was induced to open the cell of SCP-012-PT. This task was carried out by D, causing the instantaneous disappearance of SCP-012-PT. D was executed 2 days after what happened. If you like this podcast, subscribe and share it with the community. You can find it on iTunes, Spotify, and Google Podcasts under Kelsey Narrates. You can send me comments at kelseynarrates.blogspot.com, and you can support financially through patreon.com/Kelsey Narrates. Credit to the original author, Lalana. Content relating to the SCP Foundation, including the SCP Foundation logo, is licensed under Creative Commons Sharealike 3.0, and all concepts originate from www.scpwiki.com and its authors. This recording, being derived from this content, is hereby also released under Creative Commons Sharealike 3.0.